guys, welcome to another episode of Live Dive. I hope you're having a great week so far, and I can't believe Christmas is just 2 weeks away. And as you have been feeling it throughout this week, it's feeling a little bit like Christmas when you walk outside as well. So I hope you're enjoying the cooler weather. Before we dive into what we want to talk about tonight, I got one very important announcement, and that is our Christmas party. The Bridge Christmas party is less than 2 weeks away. It is on Saturday, December 23rd. It'll be at 6 p.m. and we officially have a location for our party. It will be at Ron and Vicky Duncan's house. Now, the address to their house is posted on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But if you need it, please feel free to either text me or direct message me on social media, and I will be more than happy to give you the address, and I'll be reminding you throughout the next week or two about where it's at and so on and so forth. Now, here's what you need to know. We'll have food. We're going to have a bonfire. We'll have games. We have all the makings of a great party. All you need to do is just bring your craziest, ugliest Christmas sweaters and get up that you can find. We'll vote on who has the best, awesome, ugliest, craziest Christmas outfit, and whoever wins gets a grand prize. Now, I'm keeping that a secret, but whoever wins gets a grand prize, and you won't know what it is until you come to the Christmas party. So be sure to come on out on Saturday, December 23rd. Now, we know that the theme of the month really has been a believer's benefits. In other words, talking about what benefits or gifts or presents we receive as being followers of Christ. But today I want to wrap up what we've been talking about since last Thursday, and that is how we are all gifted to serve. On Sunday in Sunday school, we talked about the idea that everybody has a role within our church. In other words, we all have spiritual gifts. But the one reason why Paul mentioned this in 1 Corinthians chapter 12 is to remind the Corinthians that, they shouldn't be boasting about what gifts they have, or they shouldn't be comparing with each other what type of gifts or talents that God has given them. And so he issues a very important challenge to think about this. What happens if we all had the same talent? In fact, he said in 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 29 and 30, he says, "Are all apostles? Are all prophets? Are all teachers? Are all workers of miracles? Have all the gifts of healing? Do all speak with tongues? Do all interpret?" What he's saying here is simply this: remember, Paul compared the church to a human body. Well, the human body is not going to work very well if all of the parts of the body are the same thing, right? It's just not going to work. And Paul is saying it's the same thing with the church. If everybody's a teacher or a preacher or they can do things behind the scenes or whatever, if everybody has the same job, the church isn't going to be very effective. And so instead of us trying to compare gifts with each other, Paul tells us what we should be doing in the last verse of 1 Corinthians 12. He says this, "But covet earnestly the best gifts, and yet show I unto you a more excellent way." What he's saying is when he says to covet the best gifts, what he's saying is this, is that simply for us, our job or our hope should be that our gifts can help best to build up the church and to serve others. It's not to glorify us, but instead of saying, well, my gift isn't this, or man, look at my gift, it's awesome. We should be simply saying, how can I use my gift to help build up the Church of Christ? And, I was thinking about this as I was studying that. I couldn't help but think of President John F. Kennedy. We know from history that he had the unfortunate legacy of being assassinated just a couple of years into his presidency. But in 1961, when he was inaugurated, in his inaugural address, he made one of the most famous statements any American president has ever made. He said this, that ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And I'm thinking, during this Christmas season, as awesome as it is to get presents and gifts, instead of looking for what you can get out of this holiday season, start thinking about the gifts that you already have, whether it's your spiritual gifts or maybe material possessions God has given you, and start looking at how you can use those presents to give back to others and to help build up the church. And there's no better time spent than trying to give back to others during this holiday season. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed tonight's live dive. Remember that our Christmas party is on Saturday, December 23rd. Also, another quick thing, that tomorrow night, our Wednesday night class, we will be studying the people of the Nativity. And we will start off with nobody else than, I don't think it's more appropriate to start off than with Mary and Joseph. And so please come on out, 7 o'clock, and meet me upstairs in the gym mezzanine at the First Free Old Baptist Church of Tampa as we can start our People of Nativity series. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying your holiday season, and I will see you tomorrow night.